Hello everybody, I'm Norris. It's September 2nd. The GSEs have got their eyes on the appraisers, desperate housewives of robo-signing, and the event is finally here. All in this week's real estate headline roundup in 2. First up with the numbers, new LPS data shows of the 1.9 million loans that are 90+ days late, 42% have not made a payment in over a year. That is a record. Mortgage rebates remain at all-time lows but aren't pushing many buyers off the fence according to the Mortgage Bankers Association. CoreLogic says its year-over-year calculation says 40 of 50 states have home prices showing decreases, including California, which is down 6.1%. Unemployment remains steady at 9.1%. On that note, HUD has announced an extension to the Emergency Homeowners Loan Program. The new deadline is now September 15th. As of September 1st, Fannie and Freddie are now keeping every appraisal on loans sold to the GSEs in a database. Fannie, Freddie, and FHA guarantee or insure 95% of the entire mortgage market. It seems the thought is collecting all the data may allow the GSEs to force buyback should a loan go south in the future. Lenders now understand that the GSEs and maybe later entities will be looking closely at this data, so perhaps they should be looking closely at the data before they sell their paper. Appraisers have already started submitting electronic appraisal data, and it will be required as of March 19th in 2012. Bank of America is looking to sell off a piece of its countrywide mortgage lending arm, which buys paper from other banks, bankers, and originators. About half of the 1,400 jobs that may be lost are in Southern California. B of A's new CEO, Moynihan, continues to shed non-essential business, and B of A appears to be focusing on consumer direct business instead of B2B. I think we're going to have to start a segment called robo-signing drama. Just when you think it's all over, another piece gets started. The settlement debate rages on, of course, between servicers and 50 state attorney generals. In the latest bit of drama, Iowa's Attorney General Tom Miller, who is heading the investigation, booted New York Attorney General Eric Schneiderman from the Executive Council, citing Schneiderman was undermining the negotiations. Schneiderman is one of that opposes the servicers getting off the hook from potential lawsuits later on by each state individually. Miller received a note from 21 members of the New York's congressional delegate letting Miller know they were not too happy about his decision. Election season officially is lifted off. This isn't going to get better anytime soon. That's it for the headlines. You can find many more news stories on our blog at thenorrisgroup.com/blog. Up on the radio show this week, we've got the first panelist of I Survived Real Estate 2011 up. We've got Sarah Stevens from the Appraisal Institute. More on that in just a second. September 7th, we're going to be at the Inland Association of Realtors at their breakfast meeting. Later that day, we'll be at the International Right-of-Way Lunch. And on the 8th next week, we'll be at the Apartment Owners Association. I Survived Real Estate 2011 is finally here. Up on this weekend, we've got our first panelist being interviewed on the radio show. She's the Appraisal Institute incoming president, Sarah Stevens. For the next 6 weeks, we'll be interviewing each panelist one at a time to get out of the way introductions, basic information, and information that each of these individuals and their associations are dealing with in regards to regulation, stimulation, and stimulus-related issues. You're not going to see any of these people all on one stage together anywhere else in the nation. On the panel this year, we've got Vicki Golder, immediate past president of the National Association of Realtors, Sarah Stevens, president-elect Appraisal Institute, Sean O'Toole, president of Foreclosure Radar, Eric Jansen, economic and financial analyst of iTulip, Doug Duncan, chief economist of Fannie Mae, Deb Still, 2011 President-elect Mortgage Bankers Association, and finally Bruce Norris. He'll be moderating the entire group on October 14th at the Nixon Library in the East Room replica of the White House. To find out more information, you can visit www.isurvive2011.com. Each donation of $200 gets you a seat to the event, and actually every donation is going directly to our Susan G. Komen walk that's taking place on September 25th. So $200 goes directly to Komen, gets you a seat into the event, or you may choose to join our walk on September 25th and raise funds from within your own network. Every $200 gets you a ticket into I Survived as long as seats remain. We've raised over $200,000 in the last 4 years, and we're currently first in the competition at the Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure website, and we'd love to stay there. To find out more, visit isurvive2011.com. And you know what? None of this would be possible without the support of our network and our amazing sponsors. Special thank you to our platinum sponsors, Housing Wire Magazine, Foreclosure Radar, Real Wealth Network, Investors Workshops, San Diego Creative Investors Association, Invest Club for Women, San Jose Real Estate Investors Association, MBT Productions, Fry Wiles, and White House Catering. Thank you so much also to our gold sponsors, Adrenaline Athletics, Coldwell Banker Pioneer Real Estate, Conaway & Conaway, Delmay Properties, Elite Auctions, Inland Empire Investors Forum, Keller Williams of Corona, Keystone CPA, Kukin & Clark Partners, Las Brisas Escrow, Lavis Associates, Mike Cantu, the Northern California Real Estate Investors Association, the Northern San Diego Real Estate Investors Association, Pacific Sunrise Mortgage, Personal Real Estate Magazine, Raven Paul & Company, Realty 411 Magazine, Rick and Leanne Rossiter, the Southwest Riverside County Board of Realtors, Stars Photography, UDirect IRA, Wilson Investment Properties, Tony Alvarez, and of course Westin South Coast Plaza. As you can see, lots of sponsors already lined up for this year's event. Thank you so much in advance. We're running out of seats. For more information and to sign up today, go to isurvive2011.com. Have a fantastic Friday, and we'll see you next week.